Welcome back to the Golfshake YouTube channel, and today we have the brand new Apex UT from Callaway to have a bit of a look at. Now this is the latest iteration of the UT range and also one that fits in with the current Apex line of irons that Callaway have out on the market. This is coming out any day now, and you'll be able to get your hands on this and try it and obviously get fitted for it. But we thought we'd get out here on the golf course at Howley Hall, we'd try it out and see exactly how this thing performs. Now, I've had an iron like this in my bag for years. It's a Nike one, haven't changed it because it kind of does everything I want. It keeps the ball really nice and low. Whenever I've tried irons like this in the past, I've found that they get the ball too high in the air for me, and that's not really what I want from a club like this. But I'm assured that this is a little bit different and it's going to control that flight a little bit better, so I can't wait to try that. Now, before we get into this, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. See loads more content from all of us here at Golfshake to help you play more and play better. Don't forget the notifications bell as well, so you're kept up to date as soon as the newest video hits the channel. Right, let's see what this iron is all about. So the new Apex UT is built for better players who demand precise, high ball speed alternatives off the tee. The Apex UT delivers control and speed in a sleek utility iron profile. It's their most advanced multi-material construction ever in a utility iron. The flexible core design promotes more face flex and faster ball speeds across the face. This Flexcore technology unlocks the face from the sole, allowing more consistent distance even on off-centre hits, helping you attack every shot with confidence. The utility AI face design, engineered specifically for a utility iron, the AI face focuses superior distance control and spin consistency and provides advanced precision and responsiveness for shot shaping and trajectory control. The forged hollow body construction is a multi-piece forged hollow body that delivers solid impact feel and sound. It delivers a responsive solid feel with enhanced vibration dampening, providing the feedback elite players require without compromising the forgiveness expected from a utility iron. So that's what Callaway say about this brand new utility iron. I mean, first off, when getting out of the packaging, I think it looks pretty awesome in that playing position. Certainly looks a little bit more bladed and sleek than some that I've tried in the past. I love the addition of this in here, this multi-material construction, and you can see the screws in the back there where potentially that's going to come off the face and be able to manipulate that from a tour standpoint when they're working with the best players in the world. But this utility iron is certainly a big step up from what I've seen from Callaway in the past, and can't wait to try it. Let's go hit some. So now we're out on the golf course. We're going to try a few with this new Apex UT. Reminder, I've got a 20-degree model, which is pretty much the same as the sort of long iron I have in my set. So the Nike Vaporfly one, which I've hit some shots inside with that against this. So we'll have a bit of a look at the results of those. But I absolutely love that golf club. As you can tell by how old it is, it's just not left the bag for a long time. But let's see how this one performs out here. I mean, there's no doubt this looks miles better than my Nike one. It's lovely. It looks really, really good. Very much in keeping with the Apex branding and all the other irons that are available in that set at the moment. Looks really good. We've got the Mitsubishi MMT. It's an 80-gram stiff that I've got in here in the UT shaft. And yeah, and we'll see how that performs. We've got a fairly shortish par 5 here really at Howley, so it's probably a good hole where you can try and keep it in play with an iron like this. So let's see how it performs out here. Very nice, strong flight there down the left-hand side. It's good, just short of that bunker. It feels really good off the face, nice and soft actually. And again, really nice shot down there. A little bit higher flight than I'd expect, maybe. It's down the middle of the fairway. Felt really, really good off the face. You can definitely feel that technology, that multi-material technology with a bit of kind of dampening behind it. And you can feel that in the strike as well. But yeah, flight's really good. Be interesting to see what that's like when we hit it off the ground a little bit later, which we will do. But yeah, so far so good off the tee. Felt really, really good. So we're now going to try this Apex UT off the ground. We've got 225 to that flag down there in the distance that you can see, and we're going to try and hit a few down there and hopefully get a couple on the green if we can. Just drawing a bit. Is it going to catch the bunker? It's just left of the bunker, it's all right. What I would say after hitting it now off the ground, it feels pretty good. It's easy to get in the air, easy to get off the turf. What I would say is the graphite shaft feels very soft, right? So it feels like the head wants to whip over all the time. It's one of the reasons why on my own I've got quite a stiff steel, because I always feel like when you're hitting a club this hard, the tendency for the face just to sort of over rotate a little bit is always there. Plus I feel like it brings the ball flight down a little bit. This feels a bit lively through the hitting area, which probably not ideal for what you want really. Certainly whenever I've tried these irons with graphite shafts in before, I've always struggled with kind of timing them because the shafts just feel too sort of responsive when we're kind of loading them on the way down. But you know, that's probably sounds like a horrible excuse for the fact that I'm just hitting some big draws that are finishing left of the green. But for me, they just don't quite feel as stable as certainly as it did off the tee, weirdly. I don't know why. Maybe it's just that kind of turf interaction and it kind of messes with the way that the shaft goes through it a little bit, but certainly felt harder to keep the face square on those two. We're going to hit some more a little bit later on, but yeah, certainly easy to get in the air, not as easy to control for me. So I'm just going to hit a couple more off this tee here on 16. Like I say, the shaft feels very, very soft. I've just hit one with my own 3-iron down there as well with a extra stiff KBS in it. Just felt so much easier to hit straight. I'm just going to hit a couple more with this just to see what it's like. But I feel like I'm having to sort of try and start it further and further right just because of the shaft. It feels awesome off the face. The strike feels absolutely lovely. I mean, that's straight down the middle of the fairway, but I feel like I'm really having to sort of hold the club face open and hit a bit of a cutty one, stop it drawing as much. I mean, that again, I can't fault the strike. It feels lovely off the face. It looks great, sits great behind the ball. This shaft just isn't for me. It'd be great to test this again, and probably will do, and put a steel shaft in this and just see exactly how it performs then. But I love the look of the club. The feel, the forgiveness off the face is better than anything I've used in this category from Callaway before, and certainly looks, like I say, so much nicer. Behind there, there's less offset, everything there that a good player is going to want to see when they're stood on the tee. So I think you'll probably see quite a lot of the guys on tour using this iron. Certainly those in the top end of the set that maybe want something with a bit more forgiveness or something that they can use off the tee a bit more. But again, I think it's just emphasises the importance of going and getting fitted. I didn't get fitted for this, and it probably doesn't suit me particularly well. You know, this shaft will be great for most of you, but it just feels a little bit soft for me. And like I say, I've always been a bit wary of graphite in irons, to be honest, for myself, and particularly in like a driving iron. Just don't think it performs for me like a steel shaft does. So we're going to try a final couple of shots here. 17th at Howley, quite a tight driving hole this, and perfect for a utility iron like the Apex UT. So let's see if we can keep this one on this fairway, hopefully just down that right hand side a little bit. Pretty good, not a great strike by me, but it's in the right direction and it's chasing down there. Right, let's see if we can actually put a half decent strike on it. Like I say, I just feel that the obvious problems that I've identified with the shaft are just causing me to have to, one, swing it a lot softer, but two, almost kind of try and chop it into play really, because it just feels like any sort of speed that I put into the shaft, it's just going to go left on me. Yeah, so I just feel like I'm hitting a little choppy cut. I mean, those two are going to be very close to each other, I think. Second one, slightly better strike than the first, but so there's a nice little fade there, just ended up down the right-hand side of the fairway. So we're going to go up there, have a bit of a look where they finished. So our two shots that we hit with Apex UT, we can see have finished very, very close to each other. So first one, this one here, which wasn't a great strike. It felt a little bit heely, spun up a little bit, but we can see that versus one that actually felt like quite a good strike. There's about 3 paces in between them. So that's really outlining the forgiveness that this iron has. Like I say, I don't want to dwell too much on the shaft and the sort of feel of that through impact, but certainly off the face, it feels fantastic, this club. It really, really does feel easy to use, and for a club that's aimed at your better golfer, certainly a bit more forgiving than you'd expect it to. It's kind of left as a nice 120-yard shot now into here, pretty much ideal for the type of yardage you want to leave yourself, really. You want to be short of this bunker, obviously, and hopefully find the fairway. So we'll see if we can. Pretty good, just right at the flag, not bad. That's right at it. That's a pretty good one. Now that we've had a chance to play a few holes with this and test it on the golf course, both off the tee and off the fairway, let's take a look at the data that we collected on the TrackMan in the Performance Centre earlier. As we can see, I've hit it against my, I've called it trusty Nike Vaporfly at the top there. So a club that I'm pretty happy with. I've used it for absolutely years. I know what it does. I like it because it hits it quite flat. But what I wasn't expecting is for the Apex UT to be lower, actually. Certainly when on the golf course, it hasn't really seemed that way, to be honest. Let's have a look at the numbers that we've hit here. I mean, there's not a lot in it, sort of 77 feet to 81 with the Nike as an average, and we can see the actual distances are pretty much exactly the same. We're getting a little bit more ball speed from the Nike one. and the spin is a little bit higher with the Nike one, which again I wasn't really expecting. Got a bit more club speed with that one for some reason. I don't know, the club just felt a bit, like I said throughout the video with the shafts and stuff, I felt like I was having to kind of slow down a bit to try and control that shaft a bit in the Apex, whereas I felt like I could be a bit more committed to the Nike one that I've known for absolutely ages. But in terms of the performance, what we're seeing here, it's really good. It's a nice penetrating trajectory. We're seeing distances 222 average carry, 244 total, so it's doing exactly what I want that club to do. It's a kind of 235 to 245 sort of golf club that is going to help me off the tees if I need it to, but also maybe those longer shots into par fives and stuff as well. But that's exactly what my Nike iron allows me to do as well. So the fact that it's quite similar is a massive tick in the box of the Apex UT, because I absolutely love my Nike one. It's going to take a hell of a lot for that to not be in my golf bag, but the Apex one felt great. You can see the performance there speaks for itself. It's very, very good. I just think it, like I said during the video, that it kind of underlines how important it is to get properly fitted for these type of golf clubs. I think if you're a player with a bit of club head speed who likes to hit long irons, I think maybe the standard shaft that comes in this, in the graphite, in that Mitsubishi MMT, is maybe not the right one for you. But there's also a dynamic gold option in there as well that you can put in that might just stiffen it up a touch and make it feel a little bit more robust for that type of player. Obviously there's the option of putting any kind of aftermarket shaft in there too. You know, and I would play about with that as well when you go for a fit-in for this iron. But as you can see, the numbers pretty much stack up with what I've got. So as always, it's been great to get out on the golf course and test these new products, and particularly this Apex UT. I think will suit many of you out there who want that kind of iron look, but maybe that kind of hybrid kind of performance, really. So you're going to get something that's, you know, quite easy to hit, really quite forgiving. Certainly not as forgiving as a hybrid, but will launch ever so slightly lower than that as well. So if it's that club that you want off the tee a little bit more, it's going to be fairly versatile. You're going to be able to hit it off the ground and off the tee as a bit of an option there as well. So on those tighter and shorter par fours where you maybe don't need driver or one of your fairway woods. Let us know what you think. Do you love the look of this? I love the new technology. Let us know what you think about that as well, because this is very different in this Apex line of the utility clubs as well. We've got some more content coming with Callaway very soon, because there's a few more clubs releasing before Christmas. Hopefully you've enjoyed that, and we'll see you all very, very soon.